All right. Kanks is involved in a world tour displaying his dementia. Within the last 48 hours, he admitted to the press on Air Force One that he took an animal identification test and aced it. And I just want you to know for the record that when you have a 79-year-old taking an animal identification test, we're talking about a dementia test. After he admits that he took the dementia test, he challenged two women in their 30s, AOC and Jasmine Crockett, to take the test because he thinks he would do better. So I turned on the news this morning, Pumps, and much to my surprise, CNN is like, Trump is in Japan praising the prime minister. And I was like, there's no way he's being normal in this thing. This has to be a sane washing situation. So let me just play a video for you. And here we have dementia on full display. And it looks like he's wandering around this room. And I want you to remember when Biden just somehow looked the other way, the freak out of mainstream media. And then he seems to do a Mitch McConnell style freeze stroke in the middle of the wandering dementia, while the Japanese prime minister is babysitting him and guiding him on this walkabout. Play the clip. Okay, here he goes. The Japanese prime minister is guiding him. For those that are listening, he stops, freezes, Mitch McConnell stroke out. Then his Japanese babysitter, the prime minister, guides him again because he has no idea where he's going. He has no idea what he's doing. Pumps.
When I saw this, I was like, he is so far gone. His brain is like scrambled eggs. Like he has no idea where he is. And Jake Tapper, where are you? This is fucking crazy. The Japanese prime minister, don't you know, when it was over, they were just like, did you see what a crazy ass nut? He had no idea where he is. I mean, this is a global embarrassment.
Okay, and here we go. Here's his continued dementia walkabout as he's being babysat by the Japanese PM. That legacy media is absolutely sane washing. Here we go. Play this clip. Okay, here he is walking. The Japanese prime minister is babysitting him. We're about to, Mitch McConnell, freeze stroke, salutes something randomly, and she's nudging him along. Okay. And then it goes, yeah, she's stopping. She's bowing to some people. He continues on his dementia walkabout. But Pumps and listener, here's where it just gets beyond batshit. And I know that everybody's so sick of seeing and hearing him, but the best thing we can do is report just how bad his senility, his dementia is on the foothills of him admitting that he aced an animal identification test, which we know if he's talking about it, we know he failed the dementia test. And he also admitted to getting an MRI for dementia. We have a full-blown dementia cover-up going on. All of the sycophants in the White House are covering it up. But worse, the Republican pedophile protectors in Congress and the House and Senate are covering it up, and legacy media, corporate media is covering it up. Here he is telling the troops in Japan that he's, quote, sort of their boss, and he really wants to be an admiral. Play the clip.
And because I heard that the sailors on the George Washington took a hit to your family separation pay, you know what I'm talking about, right? You took a little hit to be here, right? By returning to the port, you returned early for this event. I am delighted to announce that as your sort of boss, I don't feel like your boss, but I guess I am. At least you'll be happy about this one. At my direction, we're going to make sure that you receive the full amount that you were owed for the deployment. And we're not going to deduct anything because you came in to listen to your commander. I'd like to be an admiral. I always wanted to be an admiral, to be honest. Don't tell the other people that I love so much. You know, they sit around the table, they have all those beautiful stars and stripes, but I'll tell you what I love. I will always love the admirals. I love those uniforms. And I look at these guys. I don't think I would have done very well if I had to compete with these people. They're too good. But
okay. First and foremost, you don't get to shut down the government and then act like you're doing people a favor by paying them to do their jobs. And this is the way rich people always treat working class people, pumps. We're doing you a favor. You're so lucky that we're job creators. You're so lucky that I'm so rich and I even give you the time of day. And this is where this vacuum is, where you see the Mamdani, the AOC, the Bernies rise up and fill this, because people are sick of this. And just the treatment of the military, I'm sort of your boss.
Right.
Could you imagine if Biden stood up as the commander in chief and said, I'm sort of your boss? They'd be like, Biden doesn't understand what commander in the chief is. 25th Amendment, let's go. I mean, they would lose their minds.
Not to mention, first of all, I just got a flash of him in those all white uniforms and it was horrifying. But here's my thing. Trump's one of his big things that he's really, really good at is he creates a problem and then he comes in with a solution. Like, oh, I fixed your problem. Motherfucker, you're the one that won't open the government because you want to protect pedophiles and fire federal workers. So don't sit there and act like you're doing a favor when you created the government shutdown.
Okay, now it gets even worse. Okay, so here we did the dementia walkabout. We did the Mitch McConnell style freezing mini strokes. We have the Japanese prime minister guiding him. We have him arbitrarily saluting into the air at nobody knows what. We have him saying he's sort of the commander in chief. And now we go on. This is where the sundowner hour with the time change is really kicking in. He tells the troops that he doesn't like good-looking people. This is the eugenics guy, right? He says that he doesn't like good-looking people, and he admits he's never really admitted this before. Play the clip.
Men and women of the rank and file, that's true. It comes from you people, incredible people, good-looking people, too many good-looking people. I don't like good-looking people. I never liked good-looking people, I'll be honest with you. I've never admitted that before. But see, I'm allowed to, we won in the Supreme Court a thing based on merit. You know about that, right? Merit. Everything now in our country is based on merit. And that's why I look at you and I see nothing but merit. It's great to have a country back where we can go by merit now. We don't go by anything else except for talent and work and hard work.
Okay. That is dementia jet stream bullshit, crazy town, crazy talk. It goes back to my premise that I made several months ago, that he looks and behaves like a person that escaped the memory care wing of a nursing home. From the start of this episode to here, what are we talking about? What are we doing? This is the president of the United States. And again, I get a crazy person. I get a person with dementia, singularly. I understand that. These billionaires, Moses Mike Grinder Johnson, and all of these other asswipe chicken shit cowards that cannot stand up to that. Could you imagine being scared of him?
Right. He's a joke.
It's unbelievable that they abdicate the Constitution, their own sense of patriotism for that.
Well, and not to mention him sitting up there talking about merit is absolutely, irony's dead. His entire cabinet is full of clowns, and he's the biggest clown of all.
Okay. And if you didn't think it could get worse, I have some bad news for you. Now we're moving on to the, he kind of fancies himself a scientist, engineer type person that knows more about anything. Here we are on water and magnets. Play the clip.
Question. Hydraulic for your elevators or magnets? The new thing is magnets. So instead of using hydraulic, you can be hit by lightning and it's fine. You take a little glass of water and you drop it on magnets. I don't know what's going to happen. So, the elevator.
Okay. This is insanity. This is utter insanity. This guy, number one, he's not even that good of a speaker.
No.
And I guess he is the dumb, poor man's idea of a rich, smart man. And there's something about just his delivery that I think, like, people like, and the magnets. It's so embarrassing. And here we go on. And here he is on his energy policy to the troops. Play the clip.
I'm going to put it in order. Seriously, they're spending billions of dollars to build stupid electric. And the problem, when it breaks, you have to send up to MIT, get the most brilliant people in the world, fly them out. It's ridiculous. The steam, they say they can fix it with a hammer and a blowtorch. And it works just as well, if not better. And I love the sight of that beautiful steam pouring off that deck with the electric. You don't have that. So, we did the Ford and electric, the cost overruns, everything else. But, I hope it's going to be okay. But I like steam. We're going to go back to steam. They change just for the sake of changing. I said to the architect, have you ever designed a ship before? He only did the biggest ship in the world, right? The Ford. But we're going to go back. Okay, now let me.
Okay, the MAGA is like this, Pumps. It would be like me sitting on here with my laptop and my microphone and my cell phone saying, I'm so sick of all of this. I want a typewriter. I want a typewriter. I want a landline. They just change things to change it. And by God, I want my typewriter back and I want a landline. I'm so sick of this. I don't like a cell phone. I don't like a MacBook. I want my typewriter. I want my landline. What a fucking dipshit. He is a total dipshit. It makes me want to take my mic and bang my head that people are celebrating this stupid villain. Stupid. He's such a dumbass villain. And here he is on his dementia walkabout with Mitch McConnell freestyle strokes. And then he gets on stage and talks to the military about all this crazy ass shit that he knows nothing about. On the foothills of admitting he's been taking dementia tests at Walter Reed. Giraffe, elephant. I mean, how are we here? Why isn't anybody stopping him? Where is the bravery? Why are so many people so chicken shit?
It's a great question, but I guess my answer would be they have completely decided that power is more important than anything else, including but not limited to the Constitution.
All right. And then here we go. He is still so obsessed with Joe Biden. I mean, he is so obsessed with Joe Biden. And here he is talking to the military about the former commander in chief, and say whatever you want to about Joe Biden. And I think Joe Biden fucked us. Okay. I really do. I think that his inability to make sure that Trump was properly prosecuted and his inability to allow the Democratic Party to have a healthy primary fucked us. All right. And he was old, but he wasn't like this. Jake Tapper, where are you? Because this is fucking crazy. Play the clip.
And see, Biden used to say he was a pilot. He was a pilot. He was a truck driver, whoever walked in. He wasn't a pilot. Wasn't much of a president either, to be honest with you. That I can tell you. That we all know. But,
okay. I don't think that Biden ever said he was a truck driver.
No.
He just sits there and he makes shit up. And the fact that he has the troops brought in on this, and these are young kids, and they feel the need to chuckle and giggle at this embarrassing display. And Pumps, you and I both know a lot of Republicans, and they're all about the troops. And they're all about national security and in conversation. And then they see stuff like this and they don't say, wait a minute, the military isn't supposed to be politicized. I didn't vote for Joe Biden. I mean, a Republican would say this. Of course, I voted for Joe Biden. But a Republican said, I didn't vote for Joe Biden, but we don't need the president behaving this way in front of these 18 to 23-year-old kids in a disparaging way, because that really harms our country. That harms their service. That diminishes everything.
Well, I just look at it and think Donald Trump has no respect for the military, which there's a million examples. He has no respect for the office of the presidency as he continues to be corrupt. And he has no respect for anyone other than himself. His narcissism makes him have to be better than everyone. And I just look at that and think it's a sad day in America when the president of the United States has so little respect for everything about America.
And what's even sadder, Pumps, is the people around him that could stop it today by 5 p.m. tonight, it could be stopped, and they don't. They are complete double-speak people that whenever Biden did anything, they had a stage 5 meltdown. And this guy is 10 trillion times worse, more dangerous. And it's just, he does whatever he wants with impunity. All right, that's all we have. Please subscribe to our channel, like this video. We'll be back later with probably some more devastating news.